Have you ever felt like wealth is somehow just out of reach, no matter how hard you work? Do you sometimes find yourself lying awake at night, anxiously thinking about your financial future? Perhaps you've wondered if there's a secret to attracting abundance that you've somehow missed. What if I told you that the key to wealth lies not in external circumstances, but in mastering your own mind and bringing out the best version of yourself? As the great Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This profound insight holds the power to transform your relationship with money and success. By the end of this video, you'll understand how cultivating a Stoic mindset can lead you to a life of abundance, of wealth, success, love, and inner peace. Before we dive into these profound Stoic secrets, I kindly ask you to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like, allowing me to create valuable content that can help you on your journey to success, find inner peace, and push you towards achieving your goals. 1. The power of perspective. In our modern world, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others, especially when it comes to wealth and success. We scroll through social media, bombarded by images of luxury cars, exotic holidays, and seemingly perfect lives. But the Stoics teach us that true wealth begins with our perspective. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, wisely stated, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This powerful insight challenges us to redefine our understanding of wealth. It's not about accumulating more, but about wanting less. Imagine for a moment that you're standing on a beach, watching the waves roll in. Each wave represents a desire or want. Some are small ripples, while others are towering swells. The Stoic approach is to learn to be content with the gentle lapping of the water at your feet, rather than constantly chasing after the biggest waves. This doesn't mean we should abandon all ambition or desire for improvement. Rather, it's about finding contentment in what we have while working towards our goals. It's about appreciating the journey, not just fixating on the destination. Consider this. Have you ever achieved a goal only to find that the satisfaction was fleeting? Perhaps you got that promotion you'd been working towards, or finally bought that car you'd been eyeing. The initial excitement fades, and soon you're looking for the next big thing to chase. This is what the Stoics call the hedonic treadmill, the tendency to quickly return to a relatively stable level of happiness despite major positive or negative events. To break free from this relentless cycle, we must gently shift our perspective and embrace a more compassionate approach to life. Instead of constantly seeking more and feeling unfulfilled, we can discover genuine joy and abundance in the beautiful tapestry of what we already possess. This mindset shift isn't about settling for less than we deserve or dampening our ambitions, but rather, it's about cultivating a deep appreciation for the richness of our current circumstances while still nurturing our dreams and aspirations. By learning to cherish the present moment and recognize the blessings that surround us, we open our hearts to a profound sense of contentment. This doesn't mean we should abandon our goals or cease striving for personal growth. On the contrary, it allows us to pursue our ambitions from a place of fulfillment and gratitude, rather than from a sense of lack or inadequacy. As we embark on this journey of self-discovery and appreciation, we may find that our definition of success evolves. We might begin to measure our worth not by what we acquire, but by the depth of our relationships, the richness of our experiences, and the positive impact we have on others. This compassionate perspective can lead to a more balanced, joyful, and purposeful life. Practical application. Start each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. They can be as simple as thanking the universe, or a spiritual path from your chosen faith, or the blessing to exist and breathe. An able body that allows you to carry out physical actions, perhaps a comfortable night's sleep that allows you to carry on living, or the food and water that you are going to eat and drink throughout the day. This practice helps train your mind to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." By cultivating this mindset, you're laying the foundation for true wealth, a wealth that no market crash or economic downturn can take away. 2. Embrace control and let go of what you can't. One of the most liberating aspects of Stoic philosophy is its emphasis on focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't. This principle is particularly powerful when applied to our pursuit of wealth and success. Epictetus famously said, "Some things are in our control and others not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion, and in a word, whatever are our own actions. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and in one word, whatever are not our own actions." Think of your life as a garden. There are many elements that affect your garden's growth: the quality of the soil, the amount of sunlight, the frequency of rain. As a gardener, you have control over some aspects, like watering your plants, pulling weeds, and choosing what to plant. But you can't control the weather, the seasons, or the behavior of local wildlife. In the same way, when it comes to wealth and success, there are factors within our control and those beyond it. We can control our skills, our work ethic, our spending habits, and our investment decisions. But we can't control the stock market, the economy, or the actions of others. The Stoic approach is to focus our energy and attention on what we can influence, while accepting and adapting to what we can't. This doesn't mean being passive in the face of challenges, but rather choosing our battles wisely and maintaining our peace of mind in the process. For example, you can't control whether your business proposal will be accepted, but you can ensure it's well prepared and professionally presented. You can't control whether the stock market will rise or fall, but you can educate yourself about investing and making informed decisions. Practical application: take a moment to sit down with your favorite drink and reflect on your financial situation. With a gentle and understanding approach, create 2 thoughtful lists, one detailing the aspects of your financial life you can actively influence, and another noting those beyond your immediate control. For the first list, consider elements such as your spending habits, budgeting skills, and efforts to increase your income or savings. These are areas where your actions can make a real difference, and it's important to channel your energy and focus towards these controllable factors. On the second list, jot down external elements like the broader economic climate, market fluctuations, or unexpected global events that might impact your finances. While these factors may feel daunting, it's crucial to cultivate a sense of acceptance towards them. Remember, it's perfectly natural to feel overwhelmed at times. However, by consciously directing your attention and efforts towards the items on your first list, you're taking positive steps towards financial well-being. As for the second list, practice acknowledging these factors with a calm heart, understanding that worrying excessively about them won't change the outcome. Embrace this exercise as a form of self-care, allowing yourself to let go of unnecessary financial stress and anxiety. By doing so, you're nurturing a healthier relationship with your finances and fostering a sense of inner peace. As Seneca advised, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. By embracing this principle, you'll find yourself less stressed, more focused, and ultimately more successful in your pursuit of wealth. 3. The wealth of contentment. In our consumer-driven society, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that more is always better. We're constantly bombarded with advertisements telling us that we need the latest gadget, the trendiest clothes, or the most luxurious car to be happy and successful. But the Stoics teach us a different path to wealth, the path of contentment. Seneca, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This profound statement challenges our conventional understanding of wealth and poverty. It suggests that true wealth is not measured by the size of our bank account or the number of possessions we own, but by our ability to be content with what we have. Imagine 2 people. Person A has a modest income but feels satisfied with their life, enjoys simple pleasures, and doesn't constantly yearn for more. Person B has a high income and many luxurious possessions, but always feels a gnawing sense of dissatisfaction, always wanting the next big thing. who would you consider truly wealthy? The Stoic perspective would argue that person A is wealthier in the truest sense. They have achieved a state of contentment that no amount of money can buy. This doesn't mean we should abandon all ambition or desire for improvement. Rather, it's about finding a balance between striving for better and appreciating what we already have. Imagine a cup of water. If you have a small cup that's full, you have enough. If you have a large cup that's half empty, you might feel like you're lacking, even though you actually have more water. Contentment is about appreciating that your cup is full, whatever its size. Practical application. Practice the Stoic exercise of negative visualization. Spend a few minutes each day imagining what your life would be like without something you value, your home, your job, your health. This practice helps you appreciate what you have and reduces the desire for more. For women, this might mean appreciating the strength and capabilities of your body, rather than constantly striving for an unrealistic ideal promoted by the media. For men, it could mean finding satisfaction in your achievements and relationships, rather than constantly comparing yourself to others in terms of status or wealth. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing." By cultivating contentment, you'll find that you already possess a wealth that no amount of money can match. 4. The practice of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful force that can transform our relationship with wealth and abundance. The Stoics understood this deeply, recognizing that a grateful heart is a key to a rich life. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal journal, which later became the book Meditations, wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and to love." This simple yet profound practice of morning gratitude can set the tone for a day filled with abundance and joy. Think of gratitude as a pair of glasses. When you put them on, suddenly everything around you looks different. The mundane becomes miraculous. The ordinary becomes extraordinary. That cup of coffee in the morning, a luxury that kings of old couldn't have dreamed of. The ability to read this text, a skill that was once reserved for only the most elite members of society. Gratitude doesn't just make us feel good, it actually rewires our brains. Neuroscientific studies have shown that practicing gratitude increases the production of dopamine and serotonin, the neurotransmitters responsible for our emotions of happiness and contentment. In essence, gratitude is like a natural antidepressant. But how does this relate to wealth, you might wonder? When we wholeheartedly embrace and practice gratitude, we gently shift our focus from what we perceive to be missing in our lives to the abundance that surrounds us. This profound change in perspective nurtures an abundance mindset, which is crucial for attracting and maintaining wealth. By cultivating this positive outlook, we begin to see opportunities where we once saw obstacles. It's as if we're putting on a pair of glasses that allows us to view the world through a lens of possibility rather than limitation. This abundance mindset helps us make wiser, more thoughtful financial decisions, as we're operating from a place of sufficiency and contentment rather than scarcity and fear. When we approach our finances with gratitude, we're more likely to appreciate what we have, use our resources wisely, and make choices that align with our values and long-term goals. It's a compassionate approach to wealth building that acknowledges the richness of our lives beyond mere monetary value, fostering a holistic sense of prosperity that encompasses both material and emotional well-being. Practical application. Start a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big things like your health or your loved ones, or small things like a beautiful sunset or a delicious meal. The key is to be specific and to really feel the gratitude as you write. For women, this might include expressing gratitude for the progress made in gender equality, allowing for increased opportunities in the workplace. For men, it could involve appreciating the evolving definitions of masculinity that allow for a broader range of emotional expression and life choices. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." By cultivating a practice of gratitude, you're not only increasing your happiness, but also paving the way for greater abundance in all areas of your life. 5. Building resilience through adversity. Life, as we all know, is not always smooth sailing. There will be storms, there will be rough seas, and there will be times when we feel like we're barely keeping our heads above water. But it's precisely these challenging times that the Stoics saw as opportunities for growth and the building of true wealth, the wealth of character and resilience. Seneca wisely noted, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Just as a muscle grows stronger when it faces resistance, our character and resilience grow stronger when we face and overcome challenges. Think of life's adversities as a forge. In a forge, metal is heated, hammered and shaped, a process that might seem cruel if the metal had feelings. But it's through this intense process that a strong, useful tool is created. Similarly, the challenges we face in life, including financial setbacks, can forge us into stronger, more resilient individuals. This perspective is particularly relevant when it comes to building wealth. The road to financial success is rarely a straight line. There will be setbacks, mistakes, and failures along the way. But it's how we respond to these challenges that determines our ultimate success. Consider the story of any successful entrepreneur or investor. Their journey is invariably marked by failures and setbacks. But what sets them apart is their ability to view these challenges as learning opportunities rather than insurmountable obstacles. Practical application. The next time you face a setback, whether financial or otherwise, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? This shift in perspective can turn a seeming disaster into a valuable lesson. For women, this might mean viewing gender-based challenges in the workplace not as insurmountable barriers, but as valuable opportunities to showcase their innate leadership qualities and unwavering resilience. These hurdles, though often frustrating, can be reframed as stepping stones towards personal growth and professional advancement. By approaching such obstacles with determination and grace, women can not only overcome them, but also inspire others and pave the way for positive change. For men, it could involve seeing financial setbacks not as devastating blows to their self-worth or masculinity, but as enlightening chances to pause, reflect, and ultimately improve their strategies. These moments of adversity, while undoubtedly difficult, can serve as catalysts for personal development and financial wisdom. By embracing these challenges with an open mind and a compassionate heart, men can cultivate a healthier relationship with money and success, learning to define their value beyond mere financial metrics. In both instances, embracing this perspective demands great courage, self-compassion, and genuine openness to personal growth. It's about understanding and accepting that our intrinsic value isn't defined by society's often unrealistic expectations, nor diminished by temporary setbacks we face along life's journey. Instead, our worth stems from our remarkable capacity to learn from experiences, both positive and challenging. It's rooted in our ability to adapt to new circumstances with grace and resilience, and to persevere when confronted with adversity. This mindset acknowledges that life's difficulties are opportunities for profound personal development and self-discovery. By cultivating this compassionate outlook, we nurture inner strength and foster deeper self-acceptance. We learn to treat ourselves with the same kindness we would offer a dear friend, recognizing that our journey of growth is unique and valuable, regardless of societal norms or temporary setbacks. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By embracing this Stoic approach to adversity, you're not just building wealth in the traditional sense, but accumulating the priceless wealth of resilience and character. 6. The virtue of patience. In our fast-paced, instant gratification world, patience can seem like an outdated virtue. We want success, and we want it now. But the Stoics understood that true wealth, both material and spiritual, takes time to cultivate. Seneca wisely observed, "All things that are hard to bear are sweet to remember." This profound statement reminds us that the things we value most are often those that require patience and perseverance to achieve. Think of patience like planting a tree. When you first put the seed in the ground, nothing seems to happen. Days, weeks might go by with no visible sign of progress. But beneath the surface, important developments are taking place. Roots are growing, strengthening, preparing to support what will one day be a mighty tree. Rush this process, and you'll end up with weak roots and a tree that can't withstand the storms of life. The same principle applies to building wealth. Quick gains might be tempting, but they often come with high risk and little lasting value. True, sustainable wealth is built slowly, through consistent effort, wise decisions, and yes, patience. This doesn't mean being passive or accepting of poor circumstances. Rather, it's about understanding that meaningful change and growth take time. It's about being willing to delay gratification for greater future rewards. Practical application: set long-term financial goals and break them down into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate these small victories along the way, knowing that each one is bringing you closer to your ultimate goal. For women, this might mean patiently building a career over time, resisting the societal pressure to have it all immediately. It's important to recognize that everyone's journey is unique, and there's no shame in taking a slower, more deliberate approach to professional growth. Remember, success isn't a race, and it's perfectly all right to prioritize personal well-being and work-life balance alongside career aspirations. For men, it could involve taking a long-term view of investments rather than chasing quick gains. This approach requires patience and a willingness to weather short-term fluctuations in the market. It's understandable to feel anxious about financial decisions, but embracing a more measured strategy can lead to greater stability and peace of mind in the long run. Remember, it's not just about the destination, but also about maintaining your mental health throughout the journey. In both cases, it's crucial to be kind to oneself and acknowledge that personal and professional growth takes time. It's perfectly normal to feel overwhelmed or uncertain at times, but by adopting a compassionate attitude towards ourselves and our choices, we can navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and contentment. As Marcus Aurelius advised, no man can escape his destiny, the next inquiry being how he may best live the time that he has to live. By cultivating patience, you're not just building wealth, but also developing the wisdom to truly enjoy and appreciate it when it comes. 7. The importance of purpose. The final Stoic secret to wealth is perhaps the most important: aligning your pursuit of wealth with a higher purpose. The Stoics believed that true fulfillment comes not from wealth itself, but from living a life of virtue and purpose. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." But we could extend this to say that true wealth consists in using what we have for a greater purpose. Think of your life as a story. Wealth, in this context, is not the main character, but a tool that helps the protagonist, you, achieve something meaningful. What do you want your story to be about? How can your pursuit and use of wealth contribute to a narrative that you'll be proud to look back on? This doesn't mean you have to donate all your money to charity or live an ascetic life. Rather, it's about infusing your financial goals with meaning beyond mere accumulation. It's about asking yourself, why do I want to be wealthy? What good can I do with this wealth? When we align our pursuit of wealth with a higher purpose, several things happen. First, we find greater motivation and resilience in the face of challenges. It's easier to persist when we're working towards something we truly believe in. Second, we make better decisions, as we're guided by our values rather than just the bottom line. Finally, we find greater satisfaction in our achievements as they contribute to something larger than ourselves. Practical application: take some time to reflect on your values and what truly matters to you. How can your financial goals align with these values? Perhaps it's about providing security for your family, contributing to causes you care about, or creating something that adds value to the world. For women, this might involve harnessing their hard-earned wealth to uplift and nurture fellow businesswomen, creating a supportive network that fosters growth and success. By sharing their experiences, offering guidance, and providing financial backing, successful women can pave the way for others to follow in their footsteps, creating a ripple effect of empowerment throughout the business world. For men, It could mean embracing a more holistic definition of success that extends beyond the traditional metrics of personal achievement and financial gain. This evolved perspective would place equal importance on the positive impact one has on their community and family life. It might involve dedicating time and resources to local initiatives, mentoring young people, or prioritizing work-life balance to be more present for loved ones. By reframing success in this way, men can cultivate a sense of fulfillment that encompasses both professional accomplishments and meaningful contributions to the people around them or communities in their society. As Seneca reminds us, if one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. By aligning your pursuit of wealth with a higher purpose, you ensure that whatever winds you encounter, you're always moving in a meaningful direction. As we conclude our understanding of these 7 Stoic secrets to wealth, remember that true abundance is not just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about cultivating a rich inner life, building resilience, practicing gratitude, and aligning your pursuits with a higher purpose and virtue. The Stoics teach us that wealth is as much a state of mind as it is a financial condition. By adopting these principles, shifting our perspective, focusing on what we can control, finding contentment, practicing gratitude, building resilience through adversity, cultivating patience, and aligning with purpose, we can achieve a form of wealth that goes beyond material possessions. Remember, as Seneca said, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. By applying these Stoic principles, you can free yourself from the endless cycle of wanting more and find true abundance in your life. I hope these insights have been valuable to you on your journey towards true wealth and fulfillment. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support means the world to me and helps me continue creating content that can make a positive difference in people's lives. Thank you for watching, and may your path to wealth be guided by wisdom and virtue.